Let you do your thing, find out who you are. Was it somewhere beyond the faded lights what you want? And did your heart rest easy when you said to us all? You and me, we can never go and take it back. You and me, we can never go and take it back. And you cry sometimes. Oh, and you cry sometimes. For you cry and cry. You cry and cry. You and me, we can never go and take it back. You and me, we can never go and take it back. And you cry sometimes, and you cry, and you cry sometimes, and you cry, and you cry sometimes you do, but you never don't cry sometimes you do, and you take it slow, cry sometimes you do, but you never don't cry sometimes you do, and you take it slow, you cry sometimes, and you cry, and you cry sometimes, and you cry. Ooh. All right, I think we lost everyone on YouTube. I think we lost that room somehow. Oh no. I'm wondering what to do. This is a first where one of the streams have gotten trapped. I'm gonna see if I can, I don't know what to do. I'll go down on the music. What do I do, you guys? Okay, I see Mr. Mendo's back, so it looks like YouTube is back up. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I was thinking, I said, did everybody just leave the room at once? Okay, I'm glad it's back up. I don't know what that was about. I was on YouTube because my other stuff is working. Anyways, okay, back now. I'll do another. You know what? I'm gonna do another. Let's do La Snitch. Or what did I get more of? Epilogue or La Snitch? Let's do La Snitch. I think that's a fun one. And then I'll give you some more facts since everybody got stuck out of the room. This is also from Battle, one of my favorites. Sorry about losing it. It looks like YouTube's back though. Like I'm back in class while I'm looking through the past, trying to figure out who wrote me off again. Was it that same old friend? Try to hang it on a wire, but I'm getting kind of tired of the news today. Everything reads black and gray. Why you care? Why you care at all? Why you care? Why you care at all? It's my business. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Buzzing like the bees, thick like honey from the trees. Who wrote you off again? I forgot this part. Hanging on a wire, but I'm acting kind of tired. Oh, the news today, everything reads black and gray. Why you care? Why you carry on at all? Why you care? Why you carry on at all? Is my business more lessons? I don't talk no more. 'Cause all these runners, they're eating elsewhere. Busybody from where I'm fighting. Busybodies buried elsewhere. Why you care? Why you carry on at all? Why you care? Say why you carry on at all? Is my business. That was Listened from Babel. If you're new in the room, I know YouTube is being really weird tonight. It looks like it's blacked out for a little bit. Welcome back, though. If you are back in the room, I couldn't even see my chat for a minute, but Penfold, it looks like you know more lyrics than me because I forgot them again, but you already know that from the facts that I'm forgetful. I actually have been telling myself about something. My other half was really mad at me last night because I have incense cones and I'm forgetful and I put one down on the kitchen counter. I usually put them in ashtrays. And I put one down and I melted a hole into the counter because I wasn't paying attention and I forgot. So, yeah, there's that. Hey, thanks Dylan for the super chat, and thanks Kyle and everybody. Thank you. I'm so happy to see you guys in the chat. I'm glad to see it's all filling up again. Yeah. So with that, I have another commercial for you. And then we're going to do some news of the weird. I might have been tipped off on a little bit of news from my dear friend Cosmic Taco Beach Shack. So I'll be right back with a commercial and the news of the weird. Yeah, Jazz Blues, welcome to Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is a better stream. YouTube's got to catch up. What's up, Chris Cody's here from Superfly. I talked about you. Oh my gosh, you guys. Before I go to commercial. Okay, so in the YouTube chat, Chris Cody World. So I was saying when I did Chris, you came on, I usually do theme nights about different producers or artists or songwriters or food. And tonight's theme, I wound up doing a theme of just going through all of my catalogs and doing a song from each and telling my story. And I was just telling everybody that I went to USF and I dropped out because I got really into singing in bands, and there was a band that I performed in that I helped, I wrote like the vocal singing hooks, And that was your band. Yes, that was Superfly Crew. It's so crazy that you're in the room right now. So yeah, Chris Cody. Superfly Crew, I think, is still a conglomerate in the Tampa Bay area. Like they still play out different places, but that's where I started doing everything. Oh my gosh, yes, 32 Floors. That was one of the first songs I ever wrote. I'm gonna find these songs and put them on sometime. Anyways, okay, with that, it's time for a commercial break. One of my kind of commercials. I think you guys might be getting. That's amazing that you guys are still playing and making music. I'm so grateful to you guys. All right, with this, I'll be back with the news of weird after this.
Hi, my name is Carla Shaw. You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I don't need friends, they disappoint me.
Hi, I'm Todd LaRue. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I feel like a deer in the headlights of love.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. Can I ask you kind of a weird question?
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one. I am the queen of the universe. The waves part, and they engulf me, and the water is warm.
Or just one. I can see the Statue of Liberty from here.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I can't stand it when she touches me.
People say that time heals all wounds.
Hi, my name is Carla Shaw. You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I don't need friends, they disappoint me.
Hi, I'm Todd LaRue.
Hello, hello, everybody.
And now, weekly news of the weird. Your favorite anchor, Kendra Morris.
That's me, your hostess with the mostest, Kendra Morris. On the news of the weird, here's my news harp music until I get my fancy news music together. Welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody's back in the room. So good to see you guys. Happy Night Starter. News of the weird this week. I want to thank my friend Cosmic Taco Beach Shack for turning me on to some very special news out of La Plata, Maryland. Mr. Dayton James Weber, 27 years old, a quadruple amputee and professional cornhole player, has been formally charged with murder and multiple related offenses in connection with a deadly shooting in Charles County on March 22nd. So that was just a few days, everybody. So this guy, Dayton Weber, he picked up 2 friends on a drive, and after getting into an argument with his friends, he shot and killed one of the passengers. There were some more details that I left out, but Weber, I think he tried to get everyone to dump off the body. Yes, first of all, cornhole is a professional thing now. I learned this while on tour. I went to get some delicious barbecue in, that harp is killing me. I got some delicious barbecue in Ohio, and I looked up on the TV, and I was with the band, and it was the Pro Cornhole Championships, and I was amazed and entertained. And aside from how amazing it is that cornhole is a professional thing, but also you can get sponsorships, and everybody was sponsored by baked beans, and it inspired me that I would like to be inspired by I would like to be sponsored by something totally bizarre. I don't need a shoe sponsorship. I'll take one. I don't need a t-shirt sponsorship. I'll take one, or a car sponsorship, but I would like a sponsorship of candy. I would like a sponsorship of Jell-O.
or I would take a sponsorship of toilet paper, or tampons, like, okay, too much information. But you know, like, why not sponsorships of things that, like, cornhole gets baked beans, what do I get? I do have a whole bag of Lucky Charm marshmallows that, yeah, Dylan, I'll take a sponsorship of Oscar Mayer. Felix, your band's name is what, Oscar Mayer or Cornhole? I don't know. Anyways, let me get back to the news, because the news is very important. So Weber picked up 2 friends on a drive, and after getting into an argument, he shot and killed one of the passengers and then fled. The passengers helped to identify him, and the police found him in Charlottesville, Virginia. The officers to this have not yet explained how Weber was able to drive a car or fire a weapon. I imagine though, if you're quadruple amputee and you're a pro cornhole player, I think you can do anything. I believe that you could do anything. And I think Dayton sounds like he could do anything, and he just must have gotten bored and unfortunately killed someone. Wait, Felix, you can watch videos of him shooting weapons online? What? Okay, yeah, this is crazy. Okay, it's just, yeah, the news of the weird. Okay, also in the news of the weird today, in Melbourne, Australia, Lucas Pilchowski was taken into custody at a shopping center for putting a gun down his pants and approaching teenagers for urine samples. That's just a little bit of the news. And then, trend alert. I did a trend alert. What was it? Didn't I do a trend alert last week? I think I did a trend alert about, I don't remember what it was. It was so trendy that I forgot. Here's another trend alert. This is apparently there is a trending Gen Z men's health trend. It's called boy kibble. And boy kibble is meat slop consisting of rice and ground beef, but it could be any protein, a protein-heavy meal with ground beef, rice, and sometimes a vegetable or fat. It's old school bodybuilding food repackaged. But yeah, it's called boy kibble, so get yourself some boy kibble today. Let's post pictures of our food and of us eating boy kibble. And lastly, on the news, I just want to tell you about a recall, so you can be on top of this. Out of Tampa, Florida, which is where I'm from, it's called Boner Bear Honey, and it's a sexy time supplement. It has been recalled this week due to potentially dangerous and undeclared ingredients. So if you have boy bear honey, it's being recalled. Don't use it. Turn it in. We don't know what's in it. Beware. No boy bear honey. That is the news of the weird tonight. Looks like that's a juicy one of Dayton, because I see everyone in the chat room discussing it. Happy Night Starter. I will be back for another Kendra Moore's track on this segment of Hello, It's Me here on Night Starter. After this movie. Everything's reruns tonight, guys. Sorry. I know you understand.
It's important to be beautiful. Foundation. Make sure you highlight. Show off those cheekbones. Blend the ugly away. Blend. You are beautiful. Smile.
And we are back here on Night Starter. Hey, Jerry. Jerry's entered the room. Come here, Jerry. Jerry's here. Come here. Look, everybody, it's Jerry. He doesn't visit Night Starter enough. This is my first guest in a long time. Look at this guy. Wanna say hi? Jerry, you smell like popcorn. How do you feel about that? Jerry, I just want to say that I love snuggling you so much. And I want to say thank you for sleeping in bed next to me. But I do have something to bring up with you. You, 3 out of 4 nights, when you sleep next to me, you go outside and you poop. And then you come inside. And when you lay next to me, you turn around so your butt is next to my face. And it's kind of unnerving, and I was just wondering if we could work on that, because I really don't want to hold your poop butt at night. Can we work on that? Great, thank you for understanding. Everybody, Jerry Morris. And that's Jerry, you all. Ready for another song? Here we go. On Night Starter, hello, it's me. I'm Kendra Morris. All right, so this next one is from my 4th LP. This was my first one with Coal Mine. Like I said, I got some facts and some more cards. We'll probably go to 10:30 tonight. So if you got time, I got time. This next one from 9 Lives. Unfortunately, I only had on hand, for now, 1 instrumental. So there's no choices on this one. Or there's 2 instrumentals. I'm just gonna do 1 song, but when we do part 2, I'll do other 9 Lives songs. Right now, from 9 Lives, this is This Life. I love this song too. I was inspired by casinos. I did an all night in Tampa at a casino with my now husband, and that inspired the song before we got married. We made some money that night. Big ideas have you running places, neon lights they seem to call you. Roll of dice, weigh those numbers that you think that magic had to follow. I believe if I let my cards down, an ace of spades then is gold. There's a queen knowing, will you let me in? I hope that if I stay, let the dealer deal what he thinks he knows. It's so close. Thanks, small money. This life, when you place the bet, never turning back, you get lonely. This song makes me happy. Tonight, gonna play all the chips in for 21, you get lonely. This is one of my favorite lines. 2-lane highway to somewhere far where the dust and I don't remember it. You lucky one, how the truth is told when you chase the stars and you don't let go. No. Everything seems to line up just right for you each time, so I stand me. Cross my fingers that you got one more game. It all seems clear. How the winds blow in your direction. I hope it turns in your way. This life, when you place the bet, never turning back, you get lonely. Tonight, gonna play all the chips in for 21, you give lonely.
set them down, faces up, winning now. Gamble on, gamble on, gamble on me. This life, when you place a bet, never turning back, you gamble on me, on me. Tonight, gonna play all the chips in for 21, you gamble on me. This life, when you place a bet, never turning back, you gamble on me. Tonight, gonna play all the chips in for 21, you gamble on me, on me, on me, and you gamble on me, on me. That was This Life from my album, 9 Lives. Happy Night Starter, everybody, on the Hello, It's Me version. So, I'm taking you through a little bit of my story. Everything's lagging. I'm sorry about the internet tonight. I wonder if I'm on the wrong thing. I don't know what it's coming from. Anyways, sorry, it's just been weird tonight. I'll check on that. It's always something, you know? Okay, so let me pull this off. It might be this too. Okay, so after, so rewind, I'm going through my history and then I'll tell you a little bit about how I got to where we are right this very second. So I told you already a little bit about my beginnings and my family. So I moved to New York in 2005. It was the fall of 2005, I remember, because it was the elections. I remember, like, it was election night of 2005, one of my first nights here. Anyways, I moved, I had a band that I built in Florida called Pinktricity. We were a 3-piece all-girl band. I played guitar and sang. There was a bassist and a drummer, and we decided that we needed to get the hell out of Florida. And I think in the back of my mind, I had always wanted to move to New York or LA and sing, and I just was so terrified. And I think this band in the back of my head was the catalyst. Like, I think you should always listen to your gut, and your gut always just kind of tells you, even if you don't want to listen to it, that maybe there was a good chance that Pinktricity wasn't going to be the end-all be-all, but I knew it was going to get me here. And we were just fearless. So we threw a big show, sold everything, and we moved to New York, and we all lived together in a tiny apartment in right on McGorlick Park, right off of that. In 2005, the band broke up within a year. Surprise, surprise. I was a nightmare roommate. I got a job bartending in the East Village. I was 24 years old. I was a maniac. I don't blame these girls for not wanting to stay in a band with me. So the band broke up, and I was like, well, I'm here in New York. So what I did was I took 6 months off of singing because I was like, I just need to live life. Like, I'm not gonna do anything musical. I'm gonna just stick my feet in the ground. And so I did, and about 6 months in, on a rainy day, went to Rivington Guitars, and my friend was there, and he's like, I got something to show you. I don't know if he was working there. His name is Mark Cregan. I think he lives in Montana now. Just a wonderful person. But he was there, and he showed me an 8-track. It was a Tascam 8-track recorder, and I spent the money I had, and I bought this Tascam digital 8-track recorder, and I took it home. I lived in a loft in Bushwick with my friend Hannah, and we didn't have walls, we just had dividers, and I put it in my little closet half-room divider, and I just started writing songs. Wrote songs on my 8-track Tascam. It reminded me of my karaoke machine. I was just bouncing tracks,
And I've never been someone that just like collects songs and hides them. I love to just release stuff, even if it's a mess. Like that's how you get better, is by showing your secrets sometimes. So that's what I did. I started uploading my songs to MySpace, and I also started taking my songs and putting them on iTunes. Because at that time, you used to be able to do that. You could upload directly into iTunes. I can't remember how I did it or what it was long before TuneCore and all that stuff. And I would burn CDs and give them out. And I bartended at this bar, the Library Bar in the East Village at the time. It's still there. It's on Avenue A. And I also found this giant boombox at a flea market. I've flea marketed and thrifted since Florida. It's like just as much a part of me as music. So there used to be this great flea market on Avenue A. And one day I went there and I found all this amazing stuff in one day. And one of those things was a boombox. It was called the Sharp GF 777. And this boombox was huge. It was like as big as me. And I remember I was like, I just need that. I didn't know what I was going to use it for, but it was the coolest thing I ever saw. I looked it up online, and it had a microphone jack on it. It turns out there is like this boombox. If you Google it, I mean, you're all in front of your computers right now. If anyone wants to Google it, or Google it after the show, the Sharp GF 777 is the boombox that breakers in the early 80s used to rap out of and breakdance right in New York City. And so that was my boombox. And what I did with it was I decided that I needed an amp for shows. So I played my guitar, the guitar that you always see online. I have two guitars now, but the first one, my Mustang, it's a 1970 Mustang, and I would take that around to venues like the living room in the East Village, pianos, all the venues, and I would play shows through my boombox, and I would play my guitar through the boombox. And then sometimes, I remember I played a show where I took all my backing vocals from my 8-track, burned them onto a cassette tape, and then I would put the cassette tape into the boombox and sing along with my backup vocals on the boombox. So that still is like one of my favorite things. I played in a band called Torpedo with some friends that ended up being in a band called Caveman that was pretty big in New York for a while. I also played with this friend of mine, DJ In Between. He would make loops for me, and he was adding my music to that. It was there that I met this guy, God forbid, who was in a band called That Handsome Devil, and he used to come to the bar and write. And I remember he brought me a CD one day, and I listened to it, and it was amazing. I was like, how did he get it to sound so big? And I asked him, I said, how did you get your music to sound like that? And he said, I have a producer. And I was like, what's a producer? And where do I get one? And that was how he introduced me to Jeremy Page, who wound up being my longtime collaborator and producer. And we started just writing and doing demos together, but we did Banshee, Mockingbird, all the songs from Babel, and all the songs from 9 Lives. We did a lot of work together over 15 years. He was just like my other half for a long time, and it was an amazing, productive time. I would go to his studio like 3 times a week, and we would just write.